What's up, Dunwoody? Matt Weber. Welcome back to What's Up, Dunwoody. You like that, John?
Absolutely.
I'm here with Jonathan Halitsky. I should have asked you your last name. Is that
You
right?
got it. You nailed
Halitsky?
it. First
Yeah,
try.
nice. Okay, that's very, very rare. But welcome back to the show. This is all about Dunwoody, and we just try to put on the best people around Dunwoody, and Jonathan is one of those people. So, I EXP Realty, real estate agent. If you need a real estate agent, hit me up. We also, our sponsor is Dr. Brett Friedman from Village Orthodontics. You may know him, actually, John. But yeah, so check him out if you need orthodontic care. If you need a real estate agent, give me a call. But so today we're here with Jonathan with Backpack Buddies of, what is it? Metro Atlanta.
Correct.
Is that how?
Yep.
The full thing? Okay. Well, tell me all about Backpack Buddies. I keep hearing about it. I see you everywhere.
Sure thing. We're new to Dunwoody this school year, a newly hatched 501c3 organization. Backpack Buddies of Metro Atlanta provides weekend meals to food insecure children throughout Atlanta. So not just Dunwoody, but throughout the metro. But we are headquartered here in Dunwoody in the Williamsburg Dunwoody Shopping Center. We're tucked into the corner right in between the East 48th Street Market and the UPS store. You've probably walked past our facility millions of times.
I have many times.
Never
noticed it.
But now, once you see it once, you'll never not notice it. We keep a nice little flag out front whenever somebody's here in the office. And this serves as our logistics and storage and distribution headquarters, where we get food in from food banks and then provide it to what we call community buddies, which are religious and civic organizations and other businesses throughout Atlanta that step up, volunteer to adopt schools that have children in need. So they get the food from us, they bring it back to their facility, leverage their volunteers to pack the food into individual bags for the children, and then bring it to the schools each week where the guidance counselor there knows which kids qualify, and they discreetly give those bags of food to the children to take home for the weekend. So that happens every week throughout the school year. We feed about 1,500 kids a week now. We started the school year at about 800, and we've almost doubled our capacity because our model has been so efficient for all of these buddies that we're working with.
That's just crazy. Yeah, the food insecurity. This is kind of a new thing to me around Dunwoody, but it makes total sense that they eat during the week because they get food at school, and then they, I was reading on the website there was, some kind of testimonials, I guess, from children who. There was one of them that said that he only eats on Saturdays and his sister eats on Sundays because that's all the food there is for the family. So this is really cool.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we hate that this issue exists, but it gives us a chance to provide some good and try to close that childhood hunger gap. You spoke of that child that's mentioned on our website. Yes, he and his sibling had to switch days, take turns days eating until Backpack Buddies came along, and now they get to both eat on the weekend. So we provide 6 meals for the child each weekend, and just like you said, they're getting breakfast and lunch at school during the week, and then they go home for the weekend, and there might not be much in the fridge or in the pantry. So they come back to school on Monday, and they're just not nourished, they're tired, and they're not ready to learn. And that just creates this downward spiral of developmental challenges for that child that just doesn't get them ready to face the world as they get older. And that's just not what our society needs.
Yeah, it's kind of the first start to your day.
Yep.
You eat something to give yourself power for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you've got to get
energy
fuel.
for the rest of the
Exactly.
day.
You can't drive your car to work if it doesn't have any fuel in the tank. And that's the same situation here with these children. We need to have them fed and nourished so that they can absorb all the information that they're receiving at school to help them be a functioning member of society.
Yeah. So you're headquartered here in Dunwoody, but is there a lot of Dunwoody kids that need the help?
Absolutely. I mean,
Dunwoody families, I guess?
Yes. Throughout Atlanta, there's over 1,100 public schools. There's plenty here in Dunwoody. And you know how Atlanta's laid out as someone in the real estate industry. There's pockets of areas that are more affluent than others, but it's really spread out everywhere where there are folks in need, very proximal to folks that aren't in need. So it's very easy to assume that in a certain neighborhood or area that there aren't children in need. But in Dunwoody, where there are definitely pockets of very affluent areas, there are also areas where there are people living below the poverty line. So in the public schools within the Dunwoody area, Kingsley, Chestnut, Peachtree Middle, and others, there are children who very desperately rely on the service that Backpack Buddies provides.
Yeah. And so when did you come on?
So
How long have you
I
been
was a volunteer at Congregation B'nai Torah in Sandy Springs before this 501c3 was formed. I was making runs to pick up food, to deliver food and whatnot. And then when I found out that this umbrella organization was being created to make everything more efficient for all of these community buddies, I got involved because it was perfect for my family balance, my career balance, to take on something in a part-time capacity and utilize the skills that I had from my previous roles, which was in sports marketing and advertising, and a lot of logistics involved with that, to help develop this warehouse, the inventory system, and the whole model of process that we're using to provide food efficiently to the children.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And you were telling me before the show started that tell us about the barbecue gig real quick. I
Sure.
know we want to talk about Backpack Buddies.
The thing is,
I'm into barbecue.
I am passionate about feeding people. It's really kind of like my love language, if you will. I love to feed folks. I love to cook. So, yes, I have a barbecue catering business called JRB's Barbecue. I do private chef work. I even teach people how to barbecue because a lot of people during the pandemic bought smokers and don't know how to use them. So that's one job that I do, and then I juggle it with this, as well as, my wife and I have a 9-year-old daughter who's kind of a teenager already. So you know how that goes. We're working to kind of get her to all of her activities and things like that. So I kind of quilt together my week. So it involves feeding children who are food insecure through Backpack Buddies, feeding whoever in festive occasions and otherwise through my barbecue business, as well as, stuff for the family as well.
You sound about as busy as I do.
Yeah, I love
awesome.
it. I love it. Sometimes in the past I was involved in, the sports marketing, and a lot of it was very similar the whole way through, working with a client and bringing their vision to life. But there's variety every day, and I love everything about it. Very fulfilling as well.
Well, I'm not exactly sure when you came on, but I've heard more about Backpack Buddies recently.
Yeah, so
that advertising and marketing
absolutely.
is kind of
we did
definitely paid off.
We did a test in the spring semester with just a few of our buddies, and I came on around February, March to help with that, to kind of learn how the ropes go, and then we used the entire summer break to really ramp up. First of all, really ramp up how much food we have. We have over 150,000 servings of food here in our facility in Dunwoody. It's packed to the gills here. And then when the school year started, we got going with serving about 800 kids a week, and we've nearly doubled since then. So for me, it's been about 8 months, and it's been so fast. It really has. We've grown so quickly, and usually with nonprofits, things move rather slowly. But for me, coming from the corporate space, very restless, very much wanting to get things done, as well as our founder, Ronald Robbins, very much go, 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 let's get this done, very ambitious. So we've been able to move very quickly in a short period of time.
Okay. And something that confused me is the Backpack Buddies are not the kids. The Backpack Buddies are actually the organizations that you're working with.
Correct.
So who are some of these Backpack Buddies that are around here?
Absolutely. So, yes, we call them community buddies, but they're churches, synagogues. We even have a retirement home in Buckhead. We have a few real estate offices through their foundations that are involved. So community buddies like Congregation Beth Shalom, Kingswood United Methodist Church, and others throughout Atlanta. You mentioned Snellville United Methodist Church.
I know you're going to leave some of them out.
Yeah.
That's okay. I set you up for this.
We've got 28 community buddies, and they serve about 38 schools right now. And those numbers are always fluid. We're always looking to bring on more partners, serve more schools. But of course, we're trying to grow in a healthy pace. Growing from 800 to 1,500 kids a week in just a few months is kind of scary. So we'd like to get to 2,000 kids a week by the end of the school year, which is slowing our growth pace. But it's just making sure that we can acquire the food that we need and fulfill the promises that we've made to the children we already have without jeopardizing that by bringing on more children as well.
Right. Okay, so how do possible buddies, get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So our website is backpackbuddiesatl.org. All of our contact information is on there. We're, of course, on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. We're on LinkedIn as well. So you can find us on all those at Backpack Buddies ATL. You can reach out to me at any time. Our phone number at our facility is 404-465-4050. And when I say it's at our facility, it really rings to my cell phone. So wherever I am, I'm getting the call. But on our website, you can see about how to volunteer. You can see how to partner with us, which is becoming a community buddy. You can also raise your hand for your school to get involved. If you're an administrator or a parent at a school that knows that there's children in need, you could reach out that way. And of course, without question, there's an opportunity to donate funds on our site, which is desperately what we need because we get the food so efficiently, we really need the dollars. There's some folks that want to give food out of their pantry, which is great, and we always appreciate it. But for that one can of food that you might buy in the store that might cost $1, we can get 8, 12, 15 cans for the same price. So we'd rather take that dollar and put it to use in terms of acquiring food at bulk, at discount, and sometimes free, so that dollar will help us with all of our administration and acquiring costs as well.
Yeah, that designation, I can't say that word. That goes a long way. I know it does.
Absolutely.
So, well, cool. Is there anything else you want to talk about? That's this is really cool. I think this is really neat.
We appreciate being in Dunwoody so much. In August, Mayor Deutsch came to our facility and did a ribbon cutting, which is probably a fair amount of the media that you saw around us, which was great. Brought a lot of recognition to what we're doing here. Last month in Brook Run Park in Dunwoody, the wonderful people at Upbeat Entertainment, which is a local DJ and MC company, put on a 5K called the Upbeat Life 5K, and we were the sole beneficiary, and they raised almost $6,000 for us on that one day with their 150 runners and all of their sponsors. It was really a great day. When runners finished the 5K, they went to our booth and packed bags for the kids as well. So it was that last bit of the race and really gave them that experience of what it means to help out with Backpack Buddies. So again, we're feeling all the warm and fuzzies of being in Dunwoody, and look forward to staying here as long as we possibly can, as long as we fit in our space, but certainly look forward to more support and community involvement in the neighborhood.
Yeah, these charity organizations are really helped out in Dunwoody. I know that Lynn, that's something that she's really pushing for, and I know that's something the city's pushing for, and they want you guys to, work together and, make the biggest difference you can.
Yes, they've been able to create partnerships for us as well with organizations looking to get involved. So yes, you're right on the mark.
Yeah, I know they're trying to match people up, which is something that I wouldn't have thought of, but that's genius because, there's so many people getting into charities and so many people not knowing what they're doing as they're getting into it, that it's nice to just bounce ideas off of other people. And
it takes a village, as they say. So, and that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks for making time for us, John. And I'll get this out in the next couple of days, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it.
I'll definitely try to share some of your stuff and get the word out.
Thank you so much.